Hi guys, welcome back. I am finishing up this series with you last three signs. So this is going to be a reading for Capricorn. Then I'm doing Aquarius and Pisces. Okay, Capricorns, I just want to thank you so much. You guys were like, obviously you guys were my most watched for my finance readings. So I'm super grateful to you guys. Plus, you guys have been having some amazing readings, which I'm like here for it. I'm telling you, you guys are like my new best friends. And on the spectrum, you know, Cancers and Capricorns are like friend soulmates. So it makes sense. It makes sense. And so I'm also a Capricorn North Node, so that would make me I'm a Cancer North Node, so that makes me a Capricorn South Node? Yeah. I also have Capricorn in my Lilith, so. Alright, let's go. This is going to be a spiritual reading, just in case I didn't say it. I am repeating myself. And then tomorrow I'm going to start a new series. Alright, you guys got Estre, New Beginnings. I think that's how you say her name. It might be Estore. Estre. No, I think it's Estre, where the O is silent. But if you guys know, comment down below if I can pick it up. 1 plus 3, 13 is 4. Estre. See how it's E-O-S-T-R-E. Estore would be with an O after the T. I don't know. Let's see. These cards have been very interested in these readings. Interesting. By the way, guys, when I was in your energy, when I was doing my meditation, your guys was very much get up and move. Like, it was like, screw this, like a fire up under your ass kind of energy. Okay, so the empowerment message says, hope and new life are blossoming everywhere in your life right now, and this is something to celebrate. The Germanic goddess Estre sings to you and assures you that your intentions have lain dormant long enough. When she appears bearing the fertile power behind the coming of the spring, you may feel a surge of energy to implement your new ideas. You feel strong and capable of accomplishing so much at this time, as a sense of newness permeates your life. Fresh opportunities come out. I can read. It's just dark in here, and I don't like too much light when I'm doing my readings. It's just yeah. Of nowhere and seemingly drop onto your light. You feel a readiness as you are truly poised for success in whatever interests you. Allow for new experiences to be what they are by adopting beginner's mind. You remain open to what life has to offer you, and you will be so glad you did. Enjoy this wonderful time of new beginnings and welcome the gifts the goddess Esther has in store for you. Alignment message. Look to the potential hidden in promising connections and opportunities. The difficulty arises when you think you already know how something will go. You might do something prematurely or miss an amazing experience that's right in front of you because you're looking in another direction. The real lesson is not in whether something works out, but in how you manage your curiosity so you can experience something new. Life is for learning, and right now, your alignment task is to be with what is, which is perfect as it is. Look at the lesson in your life and how they are repeating. You will find that when you come to understand them, you'll know why your current situation happened. Everything has its purpose for new life. Even disappointments can turn into miracles. Trust that the goddess of the dawn, Estre, will bring light and hope in your heart for good cause, even if it's different from what you expect. It's always beautiful. That is quite interesting. And once again, I feel that pull, like, it feels like I'm dizzy, but it's not that feeling of dizziness. It feels out of body. And with yours, it was strong. Like, it feels like I'm not back all the way. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. So there's almost a sense of here of I'm getting not judging a book by its cover, but I don't feel like you used to be that way. I feel like you learned a hard lesson recently or semi-recently, and now there's been a little bit of a jaded film added to your view, where when people are starting to behave a certain way, or where you see something and it starts to kind of seem similar to a past situation, you're kind of labeling it in a certain way, right? Like, it smells like fuckery. I'm not dealing with this. You're starting with the Page of Cups, right? The home of expression. I wasn't even done shuffling, but I'm going to take it because it popped all the way out. There is new people, new things coming in to help. To help. I keep wanting to say help, but I keep hearing like, no, not help. For you to try out new experiences that you haven't tried out before. Things and relationships and even people you haven't tried out before. I don't know what y'all are doing, but yeah, people you haven't tried out before. Not the Hannibal Lecters. Capricorn. Ace of Wands. Shut up. No, what do you get? What? Are we doing a luau of, oh my gosh. Not the long. Alright. Capricorn. Alright. Let's chill out. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, you guys got the Ace of Wands coming in. Obviously, there is this energy that's lit under your ass. Again. I don't know what energy you guys are in, but this is fun. I was actually having kind of a rough morning, and I was allowing just a lot of stuff to overcome my mind, like just money things and like issues with my car, Christmas, I'm trying to overcome a bunch of things with like, willpower and stuff like that. And when you're doing so many things at once, when you're dealing with so many plates, it starts to kind of like, if you're not taking care of if you're not meditating every morning and trusting in yourself and trusting in divine 100%, you start to let that seed of fear creep in. And I don't know if that's something that's happening with you guys, but and then as soon as I got in your energy, I felt this fire of screw this, like we've gotten out of this a million times over, like, and I was like, I wasn't in this energy before, and now that I've gotten into your guys' full energy, I just feel this fire, which is so interesting because you guys are Earth, right? But no, like you guys are two of my really good friends are Capricorns, and we get together and we're just like low down, the dirtiest, raunchiest, yeah, we're hilarious people, right? But no, there's a brand new opportunity here. I feel like this is bringing in just this fire in you, this fire of it's the fire that you needed, to push through to something that you are actually making movement, but because you're not seeing the movement that you want, it's actually kind of, you're struggling. I can feel you're struggling. And actually, I feel like this knot in my throat, like I can't breathe kind of thing, almost like I'm overwhelmed. Like it's that point right before, like, you either calm down or you freak the fluff out, right? And it's that moment where it's like, okay, which one are you going to choose? Are you going to calm down, or are you going to just go overboard, right? And that's what it feels like. And I feel like you guys have been keeping it in control. You guys have had your emotions, but it almost feels like you've gotten to the point where it doesn't matter what you do, there's been no movement. But I am getting here that there is somebody coming in, or there's an energy coming in with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups with the Home of Expression. I feel like with you expressing yourself and there's a feeling here of feeling alone. Um, and I think I got this in for you guys in another reading. Um, and it's not so much a feeling of lonely as in like you need somebody to be with you, but it's almost a sense of not having anybody, not having a confidant, right? Not having anybody to speak to, not having anybody to talk to, not having your ride or die, um, not having anybody to have a shoulder to cry on. And I actually want to like tear up. Like um feeling like you have a place where you can call to express yourself, which, obviously we all understand that we always have a higher power that we can talk to, and that we can always pray and we can always do that, right? But it's very different with that and having somebody that you can call that has your back, that you can come and comfort you and will be able to understand the things that you're trying to explain, or just somebody that you can vent to and will understand and maybe just listen. And if you need guidance, if you ask for guidance, we'll give you guidance. If you just need a shoulder to cry on, have a shoulder to cry on, right? And it feels a little bit lonely, and it feels like you're actually wanting just, you're just wanting somebody to be there for you for once, right? Because it feels like for whoever I'm reading for, you've always been the go-to person for everyone else. But I feel like for the people that I'm speaking to, you don't have somebody that can go to the level, the depths that you go to, if that makes sense. This person is hurt, right? This person is hurt, and look at his face. And this is a Page of Cups, right? This is a small sense of emotion, right? This is a little bit of feeling, right? But there's grass like growing up, like there, it hasn't been trimmed, it hasn't been cared for, it hasn't been loved. And he's looking down and he's somber. And there's 3 moons here, almost like there's been cycles and cycles and cycles, and he's buried it all alone. And he has his book, and he's just kind of living his life on his own. Right? That doesn't mean, though, that, you're at a bad place. It's just you're wondering when your time to come where you'll have people that will be there for you. It doesn't mean, it doesn't take away from the fact that you right now are in your own, you're sovereign. You have your freedom. You're eating, you're, enjoying yourself. You're enjoying your single life, I'm hearing. And if you're not single, enjoying your independence. Because even if you get, and I believe Capricorns fully believe this, even if you are in a relationship, you are your own person. You do not become one person. You are independent of a relationship. This whole to become one person, or we have our own, our one Facebook or one platform, that we are not a two-headed one body. Like, you live your life, I live my life. I just want a partner to grow together and to do fun and kinky stuff, right? And to be loyal and faithful to, and somebody to travel with, and somebody that I can talk to. But if I want to go out, I want to go out. If you want to go out, go out. I trust you to be loyal. You can trust me to be loyal. That kind of thing. Like somebody that I don't have to worry about. But yeah, even with this, Jupiter and Pisces, there's expansion. There's expansion. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, which I can tell that you can't really see it. Because, yes, right now, there's a lot. I don't know if you can see, but in the card, there's a lot of food behind her. And in front, she's eating grapes, There's a lot of stuff behind her, but there's not a ton of it in front of her. And she's eating healthy grapes. There's other junk food behind her, but she's not necessarily turning around and facing it. And it almost seems like an abundance behind her, almost like she doesn't see it. Although she is abundant in her own right in the Nine of Cups, right? Which is with the Nine of Wands. Even though there is a sense here where you are having these feelings, you're still pushing forward. You're still pushing forward and being resilient, and you're still chugging along. I'm still chugging along. I'm going to keep on going here with the Nine of Wands. You're going to continue pushing through, even if you feel like, it's just one day and we're just going to transmute the energy and this is how we feel. And it doesn't matter. Even if nobody else shows up for us, we'll show up for us, right? When I say us, I'm talking about you guys, Capricorn. With the Four of Wands, yeah, and this is going to bring you into harmony. This is bringing you into harmony with yourself, knowing that if at any point you get into certain connections that aren't good for you, knowing that nobody else has your back and you have your back, then you always, who's going to look out for you better than you? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody is going to look at. And if somebody says a parent, I'll punch them in the throat, okay? Nobody is going to look better for you than you. And this is the whole reason why the universe wants us to be sovereign beings. Because we are not meant to go into relationships so somebody else can take care of us. We're meant to go in whole, 100%, not perfect, but whole within us, to the point where we're not going in for somebody to clean us up, or somebody to fix us, or somebody to make us whole. We continue to grow together. You grow, I'll help you grow. You help me grow. You help me see where I need to patch up, and vice versa, right? But a person cannot come in and fix you. That's never going to work. That's never going to happen. It's not going to work. Just like when people are addicted to a substance or something, they will never stop unless they want to. It doesn't matter what you do. You can divorce them. You can take their children. You can take their money. You can do whatever you want. It's not gonna stop until they want to. It's something that they have to decide. And that's the truth of it. I just had a family member that passed away that was addicted to drugs since he was a kid. And he passed away at 32. And they forced him into, homes, and they forced him to jail, and they forced him to do this and that. And the second he got back out, he would he would go back into it because it didn't matter. He didn't want to. He didn't want to stop. He didn't want to stop because he wasn't ready to face whatever the demons were that he didn't want to face. And it doesn't matter who came along. His body decided we can't do this anymore, and that's it. And that's 3 people that I know now that have decided to basically lose their battle with their demons, right? But that's bringing you into the Page of Swords. You are cutting out that you are cutting out all the bullshit, all the oh no but this and oh no but that, all the excuses, all excuses. I'm hearing Salma Hayek, excuses. I love that bitch. She's like my girl crush. I love her. One of the most beautiful women in the world. Home of the action. You are just cutting down shit. You are done. You are done. You are done with all the excuses. With not even I'm hearing this as most of this doesn't even have to do with people. This has to do with your excuses. The excuses that you've put into place, excuses that you used to think, all the bullshit excuses that you would allow to seep in. You're just done. You're done with it. You're done. You understand. You know so much. You know so much. There's almost like a level of boredom because it feels like you're in a class of your own. And this is not me giving you a big head because it sucks when you're in a class that you understand and you're not learning anymore. You feel like you're not elevating because you're bored. Because you're bored. You're in a class. What's that phrase? If you're the smartest person in the class, you're in the wrong class. You're in the wrong class. You're bored out of your gore. Who wants to be in a class where you understand? I need more. I need more. I need more. I need more. Right? And so because of that, though, because of that boredom, you were allowing things to come into your mind. You were what do people do when they're bored? They cause chaos. They'll go in and mess with shit just because they're bored. They go and and that's what you're doing, but you're doing that with your mental. You're allowing mental things because you're bored. Right? And I feel like you're cutting shit out. You're cutting shit out now because you're at that point where you're like, you know what? I'm so bored here and I could be, manifesting this whole different life and I'm over here messing around. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. That's like half the deck. So, no. There. Okay. Do you see though how I breathed and then it was like, okay, we'll give you one. The Page of Cups, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Cosmic Flower. 18, so 1 plus 8 is 9. The frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Yeah. Out into the world. Speaking. The love. The love. There's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of water. There's a lot of needing to express the goodness in the goodness that you actually have. With the Nine of Cups is change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. What did I say? I'm pretty sure that's yeah. Clarifying the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so there's change coming in. There's change coming in because of that Ace of Wands. There's change coming in. I just keep coming back to the beginning of this reading. I don't even know what that was about. I feel like what's coming in is people that are coming in to support you, but also that difference in mind, in the way that you think, that you're thinking, right? Clarifying the Nine of Wands. This is weird. I don't know why it's doing this. Third eye chakra. Resilience. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. Yeah, resilience, knowing that you continue to push through even when you feel like this, because you know that there's change coming. There's change coming because you keep pushing through, and knowing that you have yourself, that's going to bring you into harmony. With the Four of Wands, you know there's change coming. It's that moment. It's like the 11th hour. And you're at that hour. See, my nose is starting to do that thing again. Divine Feminine. Yep. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's giving Empress in Waiting. That's what it's giving. Empress in Waiting. That's what it's giving. Let's clarify the Page of Swords. Clarify the Page of Swords. And speaking your truth. Communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart. The center of our truth to stay in the flow of source and balance exchange. What? Man. Throat chakra. What did I say? Communication. Communication. It's all coming in. There's a change coming. The problem is, the way you were bored, and when you were bored, you were deciding to burn ants and allow your mind to take over and say negative things and allow yourself to start repeating those old patterns you had already started to change. You were allowing yourself to slip back into bad habits and allowing yourself to negative thinking, negative energy. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Allow the fire. Allow the fire to look behind the Ace of Wands. You had the Nine of Swords. Despair. You were allowing despair to come in. You were allowing the fear to seep in. No, don't do it. Don't do it like that fire. Light the fire, fan the fire, allow communication, allow your intuition. It knows there's a huge change coming. Keep on going, keep on persevering, and it's almost here. Throat chakra, allowance. What, man? Capricorn. Allow it. Keep pushing. You guys are almost there. Keep pushing forward. You guys just trust your instinct and allow change to keep coming. Keep your mind positive in a positive mindset. Okay, do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. Okay. You guys got Ascended Master Hilarion and Green Cryo Phrase. Discernment. Yeah. Use discernment on what you're allowing in your mind, what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're thinking. Okay. This one says Crystal Masters 333. You guys got Ascended Master Lao Tzu and Zingzite. Descending Power Crystal Masters 333. These stones will all be really good for you right now. And then you got Goddess Durga and Hematite, Spirit of the Guru Mother. Crystal Goddess 888. Hematite. Hematite is for negative thinking, negative energy. Make sure that you guys are cleansing your space. Whenever you feel that negative thinking or negative energy coming up, make sure you're cleansing your space. If you guys use evil eye, remember you have to cleanse your evil eye. You have to cleanse your evil eye throughout your house. Make sure you're cleansing your selenite stones. If you guys have them to use to protect your home, you have to cleanse those as well. Everything has to be cleansed. So make sure if you're starting to feel doubt creep in, you start to feel that seed of terror, remind yourself that that's not you. That's not you, and do what you have to do. Light that fire. Relight that fire. I'm not going to let this shit come in. No. No. Capricorns, no. You guys have had some beautiful readings. Beautiful things are coming to you. Let's continue. We're almost there, right? One last guidance from the universe for Capricorns. One more. That's not one more. Dream. Build castles in the sky. Make sure that you are manifesting and you are continuing to hold your dream. Freedom. Spread your wings. There's too many other ones here. Oh, well, you know what? Heart. Emotions and intuitions. Yes. And the last one, patience, long road ahead, reward awaits. What did I say, Capricorns? Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope this helps you guys, Capricorns. I love you guys. You guys, like I said, are my best friends. My new best friends. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.